Welcome to Geometry Lesson 4 on Collinear and Coplanar points. They pretty much are what they sound like. Collinear points are points that lie on the same line. So if I had a line, let's say the line AB, here's point A and point B, any 2 points will be definitely collinear. If I were to add a third point, let's say C, then I would say A, C, and B are all collinear or on the same line. If I drew a point off the line, like point E, that would not be considered to be collinear. Going to GeoGebra for just a second, let's take a look at that. If you were to choose the line tool and click any 2 points, it will draw a line. You see AB showing up. If you now choose the point tool and click a point not on the line, that line will be considered to not be collinear. However, if you now will click anywhere on this line and put a fourth point, I'm going to notice how the cursor changes to the hand. I put a fourth point, D. This point D will, the way that I've constructed it, since I placed it on the line, will always stay on that line no matter what I move on my dynamic picture. So if I click the move tool, I can now slide D back and forth across this line, but I can't slide it off. You could play with that yourself to see how that works. In other words, if I move A or B, notice that D stays fixed on the line. I've constructed it so that it's collinear. Let's take just a look really quickly at coplanar. These examples here from our text, coplanar points enter lines within the same plane. A asks us to list 2 other ways to label plane J. If you pick any of the 3 points from this plane, it'll satisfy it. We have a bunch of points on this plane, A, B, C, D, G, and K. If I choose any 3 of those, for example, K, G, and B, that would work. I could call it plane B, G, K. That would work. Like, take a look at part B. If you have, it says list 1 other way to label line H. Line H is this rather vertical looking line here on our diagram. If you choose any 2 points on that line, you can label it as such. So it has points A, C, B. You could choose AC and label it like that. You could also use BA. There's actually a total of 6 ways to do this if you consider either order matters. B, A, B, same thing. Part C asks, are K and F collinear or are they coplanar? Well, actually, any 2 points are going to be considered collinear. You can see on the picture that K and F look to be on the same line, but they don't look to be on the same plane because the plane J does not contain F. It is true, though, that you could draw a different plane that would contain K and F. If you were to draw maybe a flat piece of paper like that or a flat plane, it would contain that. So any 2 points are considered to be coplanar. And likewise, in part D, E, B, and F are actually coplanar. Even though they don't look to be on this plane together, any 3 points will be coplanar. You have to have 4 points before it's considered to not be coplanar.